Previously, when Princess Lewellyn went to King Bastion's bedroom, she found him weeping in a totally drunken state, who disclosed to her that his mother, Queen Pamela, had forcefully drugged him to sleep with Lady Vivian in order to produce an heir to the throne. This revelation visibly terrified her. He then begged, stating that if she stayed in Bridgent with him forever, he would help Lewellyn meet with her beloved brother Alpheus. So, let's dive into the chapters 33 and 34 of the manhwa, The Secret Bedroom of the Forsaken Princess. Listening to King Bastion's abrupt confession, Lewellyn gets visibly astonished. Besides, she seriously reflects that after her mother's death, the kingdom of Bridgent and motherland Tesselia became enemies. So how could she meet Alpheus, who is in Tesselia? And, even though she is not sure if it is possible, further by clenching her dress, she reminds herself that she dearly misses her brother Alpheus so much. But with a gloomy face, she questions, will the day when she will reunite with her brother indeed come? By glancing towards the dejected Bastion, Lewellyn ponders exactly how much he hates Queen Pamela to go this far to help his stepsister. Further, she confirms that nothing will get resolved by going to the monastery. However, she cannot even protect her own self. On top of that, she needs to eliminate this damned curse. Moreover, she does not know whether she can meet Alpheus here or not. But since his stepbrother is asking her to say, she does not know what she is supposed to do about it. From here, the scene shifts inside the palace, where Lewellyn is dreaming all the things happened between her and Bastion just a moment before, while lying in the arms of Commander Tristan. And, by glancing at the sleeping face of her, Tristian mutters that helping a lady while she is scared is a common thing for a knight. But he will not get used to hug her, since she is the princess. At getting blushed, he turns his face right away. Plus, with fast heartbeats, he wonders if Lewellyn likes him or not, because he knows that she does not despises him, but she just pretends in front of people for his sake. Therefore, he cannot leave her in this hell alone, and will protect her at every step. Besides, he always wants to be outstanding in her eyes, and he wants her to talk to him. Moreover, he wants her to have his help so she can receive all of his warm looks. Eventually, a sudden known voice calls his name, which flinches him heavily. None other than Duke Almondite, who is standing just beside Lewellyn's bedroom. Witnessing his presence, Tristian ponders why this person is here. And, by striding near Almondite, Tristian loudly states he is escorting the princess to her bedroom since she falls asleep in his arms. Further, by biting his lips, Tristian mutters to himself when Lewellyn is in a lot of trouble, he does not even show up. Yet, he suddenly shows up out of blue and acts as if he very close to her. Moreover, by making a disgusting face, Tristian adds that if he gets more power, he would make sure that Almondite never comes near her. At coming near to her bedroom, Tristian pleads Almondite to move aside so that he brings Lewellyn to her bed. To this, Almondite responds that Tristian is not her supporter, so Almondite will take her inside. At which, Tristian angrily replies that he is her personal knight, so he will take Lewellyn to her room. This direct reply furious Almondite visibly, who reflects that Tristian is the biggest obstacle between him and the princess. By maintaining his composure at the moment, he gradually opens the bedroom doors, and he asks Tristian to step inside the princess's bedroom. However, when Tristian crosses beside him, Almondite points a piercing gaze upon him. Dear viewers, apologies for the interruption. If you're genuinely enjoying the content on this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe icon with all notifications, since this little support of yours will help this creator continue delivering high-quality work to brighten your day. And take a moment at the end of the video to leave a comment, sharing your thoughts on the content. Your feedback means a lot. Now, let's not take up too much of your time and jump back into the story. As some time passes inside Lewellyn's bedroom, Tristian at managing to put her in the bed, he covers her with the blanket properly. Plus, he reflects that he does not know why her body is getting hotter and hotter, due to which he inquires her if he should call the doctor right away. In response, she states that she is fine and thanks him for taking care of her. But from nowhere, the stigma gets activated swiftly. Noting this, she reflects that due to Tristian hugging her before, the curse became hotter, prompting her to consider that she should accept the help from Ernell. But she denies it, contemplating that maybe Ernell is sleeping right now. Moreover, by pointing his gaze towards Tristian, she ponders if she asks Tristian to do it, what would his reaction be? Because he will follow all the orders of his master as a knight. And what will be his response if she forces him to sleep with herself? Besides, what it feels like if he touches her with that strong hand. On top of which, if those muscular lips will meet hers, will she handle it? Further, with desireful eyes and with warm breath, she tightly grabs the bedsheet. Noticing her state, he asks if something is wrong with her. To this, Lewellyn with a low voice calls his name, asking if he can do something for her. Hearing her request, he keeps his silence for a bit, and, by nodding, he states that he will fulfill her request. With his statement, the surroundings become silent for a moment. Furthermore, with a smirk on her face, Lewellyn states that she knows that he will comply with her words. Besides, by swiftly grasping his arm, which visibly shocked him, Lewellyn places a sudden kiss on his lip. Moreover, by keeping their continuous kisses on each other, they fall on the bed, where she asks if he wants her to take their business to the next step. From here, the scene abruptly changes after some time in her bedroom, where Lewellyn is having trouble sleeping, and she was simply dreaming all these things till now. Further, as she opens her eyes, she witnesses Tristian right beside her bed. Seeing his presence, she clearly gets alert, and, by getting blushed, she reflects what she was just dreaming about now. Plus, avoiding his attention, she mutters that she cannot see his face. Observing her actions, he apologizes by stating that he was not trying to be inappropriate but was just trying to check her temperature, upon which she yells, speaking that she is not understanding him at all. By again getting embarrassed, she considers that actually she was the inappropriate one for imagining such things, and she adds that the stigma is the one who made her to lose her mind. Lewellyn then thanks Tristian for taking care of her. Eventually, she firmly orders him to summon a maid because she needs to change out of her clothes. At complying, he springs up to go outside the bedroom. However, she interferes, asking if it is all right for him to escort her like this even if he is the commander. To this, Tristian sternly asks if she is unsatisfied with his service. In response, she worriedly answers that she simply feels this duty will tarnish his reputation. Yet, by pointing his piercing gaze, he questions if she is rejecting him because he belongs to the Jacquard tribe. Noting his allegations, she annoyingly shouts that she is not rejecting him. Nevertheless, her statement does not prove to be effective, as he clearly looks gloomy. Noting his silence, she reflects that she cannot even make excuses for the crime she just committed. Lewellyn then suddenly questions if Tristian has a lover or she should ask whether he has a wife. A heavy gloom expression appears on his face at hearing this, stating that he is absolutely single. This totally perplexes her, pondering why he seems displeased because she knows that he is of a marriageable age. For this, she nervously asks if he had a reason for not marrying, and she did not mean any offense. Still, by making a displeased face, he responds that he has not married till now just because he does not have anyone whom he likes. Listening to this, she becomes totally mute. Plus, she wonders why on earth she had to talk about his love life. Or is it because of her desireful state that she cannot help but think in that direction? However, she apologizes to him for asking something that is very private to him. With a deep sigh, Tristian suggests her to rest well, to which she complies like a puppy, and he gets up and by bowing to her, he starts taking his steps outside, but by halting suddenly, Tristian states that he has something to tell to her, for which he elegantly turns back and declares that he does not have any flaws. This totally bombshells her, who reflects that she never thought of it that way though. Further, by nodding, he firmly conveys his good night wishes to her. Plus, blowing out the candles of the bedroom, he eventually takes his leave. As Tristian leaves, Lewellyn lies completely awake on the bed, confirming that the stigma is getting hotter and she thinks that she might reach her limit. Yet, she reminds herself that she is very tired today, so she should get some sleep first. On the other side, as Tristian slowly comes out of the Lewellyn's bedroom, he shockingly finds Almondite standing there. Tristian then tells Almondite that the princess is asleep. To this, Almondite inquires if he told her that he is outside, upon which Tristian answers that he did. Hearing his answer, Almondite springs up, asking that despite knowing that he is here, she falls asleep. After this, they share electrifying combative gazes with each other. Almondite then annoyingly reflects that because of Tristian's expression, he cannot figure out whether Tristian is telling the truth or not. Nevertheless, their attention is grabbed by a loud cry from Lewellyn's bedroom. Hearing this, Tristian worriedly ponders that he had just come out after confirming that she was sleeping, and, by clanging his sword, he mutters if there is another intruder. Moreover, by bumping the doors, they both starts running inside the room. But upon arriving, they find Lewellyn yelling and suffering and writhing on her bed. This unexpected sight shocks both of them heavily. However, as she trembles in pains, shouting that she does not want to get killed, plus burst into heavy weeping. To this, Tristian considers if she is having a nightmare. Witnessing Lewellyn's continuous pain stinging throughout her body, Almondite quickly covers her with a blanket and asks Tristian if she has a fever. Not uttering a word, Tristian contemplates that it seems like she is dreaming about her hellish past. Besides, he admits that there are many things he does not know about the princess. Further, by sliding outside, Tristian states Almondite that he will go and call a physician right away. Moreover, clenching his fist, Tristian reflects that it is pathetic for him to be called her knight when he does not even pay attention to her properly. In an instant, upon hearing Almondite's voice, he turns back and observes that she wakes up from her sleep. But before he can say something, Almondite interferes by asking if she is all right. However, she does not reply to the question, making the surrounding fall into deep silence. Yet, with a desireful gaze, she glances towards Almondite. Plus, by swiftly grabbing his shirt collar, Lewellyn pulls Almondite closer and plants an instant kiss on his lips, which freezes Tristian visibly. As we wrap up today's segment, thank you for being with us until the very end. I'll be sharing fresh videos of this manga and exciting new series every weekend. Your support is invaluable, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your encouragement keeps the channel thriving, and I appreciate it immensely. Until next time, take care and goodbye.